Hi. Sorry, I'm just hooking this in so it doesn't fall off. Okay, can I hand this to you for a second? Thank you so very much, Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor. This is a great honour and very, very moving, actually. When we walked into Zadok the priest, I was surprised. It's very theatrical. But when I got to my glorious golden throne, and then we turned to you and applauded you, I almost started weeping. Well, I did a little bit. I hid it well. I don't know why it was so moving. It was incredibly moving to me to applaud you today. And in this context, with all your support and love in the room, it felt very important to do this. And it was very useful because it took the focus in my head off me and this moment. But I think part of the reason why it moved me so much is because this is a very fragile time. It's a beautiful time. It's a transitional time for you as you go into the world, but you leave the embrace of this wonderful place. And I know from my experience, it took me quite a while to get to a place where I could wear a robe and have a day like this. I think I had 3 goes at 3 different universities, and I didn't graduate from 2 before eventually graduating from Middlesex. And it took me quite a long time to find a certain kind of clarity, the clarity to see this through. And the clarity that I'm talking about is the clarity of knowing where you want to begin, knowing the paths you want to take, the sense of listening to your own impulses, crafting your own voice. A university should be a time where you can have those conversations, where you're not pressurized to know too quickly, to have certainty too early, but it often isn't. And it was only when I was at Middlesex and I took a year to really just stop, to take the pressure off myself, and to lose clarity for a while, to just allow myself to have the conversations that I'm sure you've been having, which go beyond your discipline, which are the conversations that are to do with engaging with difference, engaging with other specialities. It was only when I genuinely engaged in that, and I first engaged in that in a rehearsal room, that I felt I had found a certain clarity, but only the beginning, only a clear place to begin. And I feel like every single day I'm engaged in testing that, challenging that, welcoming in the difference that you encounter every single day. And it's the difference that I celebrate all the time. And so even if today might be a fragile transitional period, a liminal time for you wonderful people, it's also a very exciting time because you have the opportunity now to go into the world, use your expertise, but also to embrace difference, to grow, to discover all that is out there. Bob Dylan has a quote that he talks about not discovering himself, but making himself. Because the idea of discovering yourself implies that there is a self to discover. And actually, I think the truth of things is that there are many provisional selves, and that if we embrace difference, we constantly construct who it is we are. We take the pressure of finding ourselves and enjoy the journey of making ourselves. And I think I wish you all the greatest joy in that journey for yourselves. And I'm honored to be a part of what I hope are future conversations with all your contemporaries and people coming after you, so I can learn from them and hopefully be a compassionate guide for them in the future. Thank you again, all of you, and congratulations to you graduates of the future.